With the modeling done, I'll click on Delete by Type History, Center Pivot, and Freeze Transforms. That's the important one, is the Freeze Transform, so that it accommodates the new shape with the UVs you're going to make. And we're going to use a simpler planar mapping. Holding down the space bar, we'll go to UVs, planar, choosing Y, I'll hit Apply. And then I'll just look at my channel box to make sure that the projection width and height are the same number. I'll click on my UV editor, and in my UV editor I'm going to scale the whole texture just a little bit inside that quadrant that Photoshop will see. Hitting R on the keyboard, I'll click and drag in the center. I'll return to the object mode with my geometry. Once it's selected, I'll go to Image in the UV editor and I'll generate the UV snapshot, making sure it's a PNG and 2048 by 2048. This number will fit the texture provided. I'll put it in my folder. Now once you've saved your PNG, make sure you click on Apply and Close. And then it'll show up in your folder. I've opened up the UV map I generated and the texture, and I'll simply copy and paste the texture into it. First I'll turn off the UV map for the texture, and I'll save it and I'll close that. Going back to the original texture, in the layer window I'm going to choose black and white, and then I'm also going to introduce levels. Holding the Option key and dragging on the dark and light values, and if I need to I can go in and tweak the middle value as well. But wherever we see lighter values it will push forward, wherever we see dark it will recede on our model. And now I'll go to File, Export, and I'll choose a JPEG format. Back in Maya I'll right click on my geometry and choose Assign New Material, and I'll use the AI standard under Arnold, and then I'll add my texture. I'll hit 6 on the keyboard to preview it, and then I'll also, in my material attribute, scroll down to Geometry, open up Geometry, follow the bump map out, and then if I needed to adjust the height of the bump map, I'll click on the tab at the top next to Bump 2D, and in here where it says Bump Depth I can reduce or increase it.